Welcome to Watchat, where we chat about watches and other facts of life. I've got a text from my dealer with this picture regarding its arrival. Do I think it's a baby Alpinist? Let's find out. Let's talk about roots. The Alpinist is a mountaineering watch. It was first designed by Shigeo Sakai in 1995 and subsequently redesigned by Yasuhiro Kuzuya in 2006. Both their designs have internal compass with the rotating crown at the 4 o'clock, cathedral hands, and indices in the form of numbers and reverse triangles lined up in an alternate arrangement. Fun fact here, the original Alpinist design has a magnifier on the date like the current design, and I digress. With regards to the watch we will be talking about, Seiko has released their new Prospex Land design watch here that has 3 variations, known as the SPB157J1, which has a green dial with gold hands and a bracelet, the SPB157J1, which has a blue dial with stainless steel hands and a blue leather strap, and the SPB159J1, which has a charcoal dial with stainless steel hands and a dark grey or black strap. Unfortunately, when I got to the dealer the next day, the only watch available for me to check out is this SPB157J1, so here's my take on it. The first thing you will notice on this watch is that dial there. I mean, Seiko or Grand Seiko can both be given the title the King of Dials. I mean, look at it. The design is innovative, novel, and speaks quality. This reminds me of sandpaper. This here is the blue sand texture dial, where the color, in this case the blue, starts in the middle of the dial, and as it spreads to the edge, the color shades to black. The cathedral hands design on this watch looks good. The indices are vintage white painted on the dial. The hands and indices on this watch draws inspiration from the Alpinist, and that's where the familiarity ends. Unlike the Alpinists that have their indices applied on the dial, this here is painted on. All the writings and railway minute track on the dial are also vintage white painted on. The Seiko brand name, on the other hand, is applied onto the dial. The tip of the second hand here is painted red. All the hands have Lumibright, and Lumibright are also applied on the minute track and not on the indices. The date window at the 3 o'clock has the same vintage white frame painted around it, and the backdrop of the date is black with white numberings. The watch is powered by the 6R35 automatic caliber movement, which has a 70 hours power reserve. It has a curved sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating. It is 38mm in diameter and 12.9mm thick, and has a lug-to-lug of 46mm. It is only 85 grams. It has a smooth bezel that is polish finish. The bezel here is raised up slightly outwards from the case and then curves in to create a smooth dome-shaped bezel as seen here. The front of the lug is brush finish, and the side of the case and the lug are polish finish. The crown on this watch is not signed but has a polished surface. There are no crown guards on the watch, which gives it a clean look. The crown is a screw-down crown and has a 200-meter diver capacity. It has a hacking seconds and a quick set date function. Now, when adjusting the date with its minute hand, the date starts to rotate at 10:15 p.m. and completes the turn at 11:50 p.m. The inconsistent date change on the 6R35 movement adds to the mystery here. If you check out my previous video on the Seiko Sumo, which is also powered by the 6R35 caliber movement, the date starts changing at 10:30 p.m. Whereas my other video on the Sharp H series, which is also powered by the same movement, the date again changed in a different manner. This didn't just happen to that one watch which I have in the video. I have tried a few, and the date change in the SSE were consistently the same. To view those videos, I'll share a link at the description below. The watch has 24 joules with 21,600 bph and a DiaShock shock system. Now this watch has a screw case back that has a see-through mineral crystal. What is interesting to note from the back of this watch is this logo here. Not all 6R35 caliber movement are equal. All 6R35 caliber movement has an anti-magnetism of 4800 AM or equivalent to 60 Gauss. According to their watch manual on the 6R35 caliber movement, for watches that does not have this logo here must be kept more than 5 cm away from magnetic products, which is a JIS level 1 standard. Whereas with this logo, this allows you to keep it in 1 cm away from magnetic products, which is a JIS level 2 standard instead. The lug width here is 20 mm and the calfskin leather strap here is pretty hard. The stitches here are black and can be seen near the lugs and at the tip of the strap. The clasp here is a 3-fold clasp with a push button release. This is a pretty attractive watch. However, I won't regard it to be a baby Alpinist. As I've mentioned at the start of this video, the Alpinist is a mountaineering watch. The word Alpinist means a climber of high mountains. And that is the reason why both Sakai and Kuzuya incorporated an internal compass in their watches. It is a tool watch for mountaineers. So the question here is, can one regard the SPB157J1 or its brethren a tool watch? I personally can't, but if you disagree, it's okay to have differing views so long as we all love watches. So what would I regard it then? A very attractive watch that I can wear on my Saturday afternoon lunch or an afternoon tea. This watch and the charcoal dial are priced at 2,860 ringgit, whereas the one on the bracelet is priced at 3,060 ringgit. Anyway, if you like this kind of video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to support me, and I'll really appreciate it and promise to upload more videos like this. Until the next one, thank you for watching.